Okay, well, crazy that I have to explain the meltdown I had yesterday. These things rarely occur because I have been working on myself. I have gotten help. I have done stuff to help myself. But I don't know if I mentioned it in my introduction story, but because of my mental health and issues like my son being extremely autistic, I lost my daughter. And I haven't seen her since October 13th. And it's recent. It's this year that I lost her, so like for good. And I saw her yesterday. I saw her at the store. She was so beautiful. So no, I'm not gonna get negative. She was just too, like a mother seeing her daughter again. Like it was my reunion with my daughter. And it's the holidays, and I was already at the store and it was already packed full of people. I was overstimulated. This is something you can't go to therapy for. It's something that it's not going to go away. I'm always going to have meltdowns. It's not like I'm doing that. I posted that video to spread awareness. Some people are posting their children. I'm posting myself going through this. And if I could help people understand why I'm going through this, like, I was fine when I saw my daughter. It was totally fine. But what really kicked my butt is when she was like 20 feet away and she yelled, "Bye, Mama." And like, you expect your daughter. I expected her to be disconnected from me and I don't know, not want that relationship in a way because she's with like a rich family and she has everything she needs, but I don't know why it's surprising to me. We still have that connection. And it's hard for me that she's gonna grow up realizing that, like, maybe I choose her brother over her, but that's not the situation. I had no choice. I wasn't smart enough to take care of her diabetes. I was never good at math. I'm neurodivergent myself. I'm always a slow learner. So when you get down to it, diabetes, counting carbs, the division, the multiplication, all that stuff, it was really too much for me, including on top of that dealing with my nonverbal autism son. That's something that I can't comprehend, something I can't explain. You can't understand meltdowns unless you have autism and you go through this stuff. I found that my way of helping you is like taking 30 minutes to an hour to myself while my son's with his dad, and like sometimes just crying it out like I did yesterday helps. Like, what's so wrong with crying? It's okay now and then to let it out. You can't just, like, yesterday, that was the first time since the last time I saw my daughter that I had a meltdown. 2 months. So I think I'm doing good since going from having a meltdown every week to every 2 months. I think I'm doing pretty fine. I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that. I'm never going to take haters seriously too, because I know that there's always going to be haters. I made this YouTube so I can like share my special interests, nature, isopods, insects, arachnids, arthropods, like stuff like that. I love it. Cats. Like, dogs, chihuahuas. I didn't introduce my animals yet, so my cat, she is 7 years old. I have a white tabby cat. His name is Lincoln. You see him less because he's more shy, he's more secluded. Bonnie, my black lab, she is always glued to my man, so you won't see her as often. I have Diamond, my chihuahua. We just got her, she's new. Oh yes, Lincoln, I think he is about 9 years old, but he's a stray and we saved him. Bonnie is 6 years old, I believe, and Diamond is 6 as well. And for me, this is my family. Like, I couldn't see myself, like, having a bunch of kids. For me, too, that's what I always wanted, a boy and a girl. But because I get overstimulated really fast. And I know, and I was mature enough to realize that I shouldn't have anymore, especially after losing one of my children. That's not something I want to go through again. And my cats they help me, like, with a lot of anxiety, and my chihuahua I love, like, my pets all have different ways to comfort me. Like, Kit Kat is the healer. She's always there when I have having a meltdown or something. Kit Kat is the healer. Lincoln is the adventurer. He always wants to be outside because he's a stray, but he comes outside with me too. That's why I like it. He's my companion outside. Bonnie, she is the protector of this house. So is Diamond. I think both of them are protectors because, one, if Bonnie has to, she will bite. She's a lab and a pit bull, but she's less likely. She's more gonna bark really loud and alert us. Diamond is the one people have to watch out for some reason. That dog she's not gonna hurt you, but she is psychotic. If someone that we don't know comes in this house, she will alert us. Like, all of our animals are here for a reason. They kind of, like, balance our household. And, like, before I had really big problems keeping my house clean, but I'm way better now. Like, things aren't perfect, but, like, we are a neurodivergent household, and, like, it'll never be perfect, but, like, I went from, like, moldy food and, like, doing drugs, and I was really at a bad point in my life. And it's funny that people will go and say, get help, because I've been there. I've done that, honey. That is why I'm making this YouTube stuff, so I can help people like me who've been down that road, who maybe are still on drugs, who need help to be sober. Or I had to bring myself into rehab. Nobody made me detox. They cared, but I feel like they didn't know what to say to help me, because sometimes I ignored help. I didn't want it. I was too downhill. I was too sick. When you are on hard drugs, it's hard. You have to go to detox and get it out of your system, and it makes you sick. It makes you cold. It makes you diarrhea. It's not fun. I've been there. But if you can get through it, I'm gonna tell you, it makes you feel like the strongest person. Like, I had to detox, and yes, I was only on speed. That's not, but, and I'm 4 years sober now, like 3.5 years. It's been a while, but the point is, like, if someone's scared to get help because of getting sick, I was too, and then I realized when I went there are professionals to help you. They even give you drugs. They give you drugs to help you come down from them. They gave me Valium. They gave me a bunch of stuff. That's what people don't realize. Like, when you go to detox or these kinds of things, detox is less strict than rehab, I feel like. I haven't been to rehab, but in my detox I was allowed, no, we weren't allowed our cell phones. But we were still allowed to do a lot of things, like, I don't know how rehab works. You probably, yeah. We don't really have a rehab where I live anyways. It's only detoxes. That's technically what our rehab is anyways. Anyway. And I feel like I was strong enough to get that help. Like, I even went to therapy and I feel more confident. Like, I want to start making videos on giving women tips on how to be naturally beautiful. That's another thing that I love. My special interest is as I get older, I start to realize, like, the more you pack on the makeup, the more you dye your hair, the more you try and make yourself look beautiful, the more you're ruining your body. That's just my opinion. I stopped quitting cigarettes a 1.5 years ago. I take herbal teas. I'm trying to do steps to help my body, and I felt I'm like feeling the best I have in years. Like, I'm a good weight. You should have saw how skinny I was when I was on drugs. It's disgusting. I need to get cover-ups for my tattoos because I did this music one when I was on drugs. And I kept picking at my skin. And it ruined the tattoo. It ruined it. Like, and that's not the tribute I want for music. It's, yeah, I have like 1, 2, 3, 4. I just have 4 tattoos, but I'll do a video one day on my tattoos and the meanings. My daughter's name with a heart. I keep forgetting that I don't look at her name a lot, and it might seem heartless, but it's hard for me to go down that path again. But I forgot that the F in her name has like a heart. If you can see that. I got my artist to do that. It's pretty sick. But anyway, I feel like I'm so relatable. I've been through a lot, and I'm not even kidding. Like, just get to know someone before you judge them. I just opened this YouTube doing face videos like this not too long ago. I'm just starting, so like, why do people judge when it's just like, be nice, give advice. You don't have to be mean about it. Give critical advice without being rude. Like, it's not hard. And I feel like sometimes crying is a good thing. It's not always negative to cry. I cry out of joy sometimes. Like, it's not, I don't know why. Oop. Excuse me. I don't know why crying is looked at as such a negative thing these days. Because even my therapist will tell you. It's better to cry every now and then, not all the time, not every week, not every month, whatever. It's good to cry sometimes, because if you keep it bottled up, it's no better. It's no better. You're gonna crack one day and it's no better. We're human. We're supposed to feel our emotions. We're supposed to go through that. As long as maybe you can do it in a quiet space by yourself and you're not hurting anybody else, why does that matter? Like, that was very therapeutic yesterday. Like, this is gonna be a long video, and I feel like sometimes people want to watch long videos because they have nothing to do. That's just my opinion, but I don't even know if this video is going to upload. I'm probably gonna have to edit it. That's another thing. Like with my videos, you're always gonna see the real me. I'm rarely wearing makeup, rarely putting a filter. I don't know, I'm never gonna expose my kids. That's something that I'm gonna tell you in almost every personal video. If someone comes here, like I have 2 children, you're never gonna see them in my video. If someone comes here looking to see kids or whatever because I'm a mother, you're gonna hear my son in the background, and maybe he's gonna want to come on the camera, but I'll never let him. That's something that you don't do as a mother. Like, if you're posting, I'm gonna have to go through this YouTube later and unsubscribe to a lot of moms, because no offense, like, you're just not supposed. And I figured this out not too long ago, and I'm stupid because I'm 29, and for me, I feel naive to not know this. Well, I did in a way, but I didn't realize it was that bad. Like, moms, especially moms, like, we're exposing our children. How are you okay with that? How are you okay with not knowing who sees your children? Who can... Do you not care about their safety? And even my parents live across the street. We have cameras. We have animals that will kill you. I'm not even kidding. They'll tear you to shreds. My pit bull does, interesting fact about pit bulls. Anyway, doesn't matter. I don't show my kids, even though I didn't. People know I have kids, but I have security. But anyways, it's not the point. The point is that pit bulls, they lock down, and they have long, sharp teeth. So if someone were to even knock here that we don't know, like, if someone even came in our yard that we don't know, like, my dogs have really good ears, they'll alert us that someone's in the yard. Someone's even in the yard, like, even next door, they'll bark, or they'll alert us. Like, they're that. I don't stop my dogs from barking, because that's the way they communicate. Anyway, my dog, my pit bull, I've seen it before because I play with her, and I've trained her to go get someone, or, she knows what to do when she needs to do it. It's crazy. Like, other dogs will let go, especially if you're, like, hitting them or something, or trying to hurt them. But the thing about a black lab, they don't give up. They will lock their jaw. Even if you're beating them, they'll lock your jaw, because they're the most companion, loyal dog you're gonna see. Like, out of all the dogs I've had in my life, huskies, butterfly dogs, chihuahuas, labradors, blah blah blah, like Rottweilers, Rotties, German Shepherds, like you name it. My German Shepherd, he was Hunter. My Husky, Snowball. My Rottie, Storm. And Princess. The thing is that I've had a lot of dogs, I've had a lot of animals. Because I've lived in the woods before, and I've had pigs, chickens, dogs, you name it. And the most loyal companion dog you can find, I feel, is a pit bull. Like, they're banned in a lot of places, but people are just confused. Like, I've raised my pit bull the way you're supposed to raise a pit bull. You're not supposed to hurt a pit bull, hit a pit bull. You're not supposed to make them uncomfortable, because when you make a dog uncomfortable all the time, they're going to get tired of it and eventually snap like us. So anyway, yeah, that's my video. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I like to smoke weed and listen to music. That helps my meltdown. And in Canada, California, a lot of places in the world, weed is legal. So for me, it's in moderation, it's fine. Take care, friends. Bye.